Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Let's do mock test. So here are the questions. Define the following. First is national park. Yes, Ananya, roll number 1.
Ma'am, an area, uh, ma'am, an area on countryside which is used for preservation of wildlife.
Preservation of wildlife. National park is a natural area supposed to be used to protect the wildlife, ecological integrity, and one and more ecosystem for the present and future generation. That is national park. Yes. Now next one is weathering. Yes, Urbi, weathering. Surbi, please turn on your camera. Weathering.
Weathering is the breaking down or dissolving of rock and mineral on Earth's surface.
Yes. Next one. Universal adult franchise. Thank you, Surbi. Yes, Ananya Jain. Universal adult franchise. Yes, Anshika.
Universal adult franchise means all adult citizens of the country enjoy the right to vote.
All adult. The age
All
of 18 or above 18. Guys, enjoy the right to vote. And one person, one vote will be counted. This is very important term. Now next one is resource conservation. What do you understand by mean of resource conservation? Yes, Ananya Jain.
Ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, beta.
Resource conservation means using the available resources carefully and giving them time to renew.
That is, yes, given time to remove for and save for future generation. Yes. Now the next one is opposition party. Opposition party. Yes. Anyone else? Opposition party, please. Yes, Neha.
Ma'am, the official opposition is a term used in the Parliament of India and the state legislature to design the political party which have the largest number of seats in either upper or a lower.
Yes. Next question. The following three very short question. Okay. Name any two steps that the government has taken to conserve plants and wildlife. Yes, Shraddha Mishra. Yes, Shraddha Mishra, please answer this question. Unmute yourself. Shraddha, unmute yourself. Number 2. Yes. Answer this.
Yes, ma'am.
Name any two steps that the government has taken to conserve plants and wildlife. Yes, Ananya.
Ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, beta.
Ma'am, the two steps that government has taken to conserve the plants and animals are to establishment of national parks, wildlife sanctuaries, and biosphere reserve to protect our natural wildlife and vegetation, putting ban on killing lions, tigers, deer, and Indian bustards and peacocks.
Okay. What is the meaning by the concept of separation of power? Separation of power. Yes, Surbhi. Surbhi, are you explaining? Ananya, roll number 1.
No, ma'am, I do not know the answer.
Separation of power refers to the division of government or responsibilities into distinct branches to any limit of one branch from exercising the another branch. Um, and the intent is to prevent the concentration of power and to provide balances.
Very good. Now write a short note on Anglo-Maratha War. Anglo-Maratha War. Ananya Jain.
Ma'am, Anglo-Maratha War was three wars held in late 18th century between Maratha Empire and British East India Company. First Anglo-Maratha War was held in 1775, and third Maratha War was there in 1870.
1870. Okay. Now the next question. What objection did the sepoy have to the new cartridge that they were asked to use? Yes, Neha.
Ma'am, the sepoys refused to do the army drill using the new cartridge with some objection that suspected that the cartridge was coated with the fat of cows and pigs.
And it hurt their religious beliefs. Very good, Neha. Yes. Next question. Explain the domestic violence. What about others? Priyanshi, Aditya Shah, Saksham, Raghav Suneja. Explain domestic violence. Raghav Suneja, explain domestic violence. Anshika Agarwal.
Yes, ma'am. Domestic violence refer to the injury or harm of threat of injury caused by an adult male, usually the husband, against his wife.
Yes, next one. Petroleum is as referred to as black gold. Why? Justify with reason. Ananya Jain.
Ma'am, the petroleum is also known as black coal because when the crude oil is extracted uh, from the soil, its color is black, and uh, after purification, it changes to golden color.
Distinguish between biogas and natural gas. Ananya, roll number 1.
Ma'am, biogas is used in rural areas and it is not used as raw material, and natural gas is a source of power and it is used as raw materials in petrochemical industries.
Anyone else can explain biogas and natural? Yes, Anshika.
Ma'am, biogas is obtained from decomposition of organic waste. It is a renewable source. It is a non-conventional source. Natural gas. Natural gas is obtained as a byproduct from the extraction of petroleum. It is a non-renewable source and it is conventional source.
Okay. Yes. So next question is, why do you think our national movement supported the idea that all adults have a right to vote? Yes, Ananya Jain.
Ma'am, the national movement supported the idea because in earlier times adults were not allowed. Were not having full freedom. The men were allowed to give vote, but women are not. So, if we see in the democratic point of view, the men have freedom but women not, so that is why national movement help in women to get full freedom.
Okay, next, explain the function of organs of government. Neha Jain.
Ma'am, there are three organs of a government named as the legislature, the executive, and the judiciary. The legislature make laws and the executive enforce them, and the judiciary applies them to the specific case rising out of the breach of law.
Okay. Discuss subsidy lines and doctrine of lapse.
Ma'am, subsidiary alliance and doctrine of lapse are treated in an annexation policy by the Britishers who were in India. According to subsidiary alliance, the ruler had to accept the British army into his territory. and doctrine of labs was an annexation policy applied from East India Company in India.
Thank you, Peter. Thank you.